Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Chris. My name's Tom Schaeffer.
Okay, Tom, good to know you.
Nice to know you.
Why don't we start off and just, well, tell me about yourself. Who's Tom Schaeffer?
Sure. Well, let's see. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. Got a BSBA degree in marketing, and I received my master's from Claremont Colleges in business. I've spent 30 years in the telecommunications industry, where I had held a variety of senior level positions for both publicly traded and privately held corporations throughout the U.S. and overseas. In my management positions, I was responsible for both the profit and loss for businesses that varied in size from 1.2 million to over 500 million in revenues, annual revenues.
Okay, what a range.
Yeah, it was. It was great. I also have been a partner in a group of liquor stores in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was a partner in a restaurant in Buffalo, New York.
I'm originally from Atlanta myself. Yeah.
Great town.
Yeah.
Great drinkers.
Yeah,
It was a good business.
Great drinkers.
The last 3 years, I've worked for AAT Communications, where we owned and operated cellular towers throughout the United States.
Okay.
We began that business in 2003 with about 200 towers, and we grew it to just shy of 2,000 towers in April of 2006 when we sold the business.
Wow.
At the time of the sale, my region was responsible for just over 450 towers located in 4 states.
Okay, great. So a lot of responsibility to look back.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility and also a lot of variety. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you know, as you did some of these things, Tom, obviously you managed people.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about your management style, your leadership style. How do you motivate people? How do you get people to accomplish objectives, that sort of thing?
Sure, be happy to. I think the first thing that's really important to me is with many managers, is to surround yourself with good quality people. Once you have those people, then I need to make sure that they have a set of goals and the necessary tools to do their job.
Sure.
And once I feel comfortable, I have the right people in the right positions, they know the task ahead of them, then it's time for me to step out of the way and let them do their job.
Gotcha.
It then becomes my responsibility to kind of like run interference for them, to make sure that there's nothing that can impede their ability to complete their task. I'm a firm believer in having milestones and measuring quality performance through results. It's my responsibility to make sure that the job is done on time and on target. And if that becomes an issue along the way, to determine what the reason is and take the necessary corrective action.
Okay.
I am very much a believer in the team approach, and I believe the team succeeds as a team, not as individuals.
Okay, well said, well said. I guess looking back in your career, Tom, is there an accomplishment or maybe something you're particularly proud of that you could share with me?
Yes, definitely. In fact, I've been very fortunate to have a couple of accomplishments in my career that I look back at and am proud of. One that was extremely satisfying to myself actually occurred with AAT. I was asked to relocate to the Dallas, Texas area and start up a region from scratch. That being, we had no office, no infrastructure whatsoever, no staff, and had little to no knowledge of what our real client base was going to be. 90 days after arriving in the area, I was able to secure office space, hire a staff of 6, develop a client network base for us to use, as well as sign 6 new clients into billing. I completed this while finishing and submitting our budget for the remainder of the 6 months, pardon me. We were then able to finish the year ahead of our revenue budget and under on our expense budget. And within 6 months, this region was showing a profit. I was extremely proud of this, but one thing that was really more important to me was the fact that I was able to do this having just joined a brand new industry, that being the cellular tower business, and having spent a number of years in the cable television business.
It says a lot, it says a lot.
It was very satisfying, as I said, very satisfying.
I guess bottom line, Tom, as is always the case, there are always several good candidates for any position, and they always narrow it down to 2 or 3 that are just about a coin flip. I guess if it's down to the final 2 or 3 and you all have good qualifications, why would you encourage the company to choose you?
Well, first of all, I have an extensive business background where I have managed large budgets, really large profit and loss statements for both publicly traded and privately held corporations throughout the U.S. and overseas. I have extensive management expertise in the areas of acquisitions, consolidations, startups, downsizing, and in turnarounds. I have prepared, managed, and presented budgets for both profit-driven as well as asset-driven corporations. I'm an excellent mentor. I know the value of good people, and I know how to get the best out of those people. I'm also aware that if you're going to be successful, you have to be an innovative individual. I believe I'm innovative. I believe that I have the ability to manage through change. I embrace new ideas, and I get the best out of good quality people while creating additional value for the company.
Well, Tom, I certainly appreciate you spending some time with me.
Well, Chris, I appreciate it very much, and thank you for taking the time.
Thanks a lot.